Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video we'll be looking the Black Series Aayala Secura from Attack of the Clones. Now what we have here is a figure that a lot of us Star Wars fans and Black Series collectors were waiting for a long time to get another Jedi prequel figure to include in our collection, and it's finally here. And it's a good female body for the Black Series, a good proportions, it's a simple figure and it's a simple design. Her outfit, at least for the upper part, is asymmetrical. She does have a sleeve on one arm and no sleeve on the other. These straps are sculpted and well painted. Skin color is vibrant blue, so it really looks good. The face looks more animated to me than what we saw in the movie. Although it's a simple figure, there are some details on the sleeve here. As you can see, it's sculpted really nice. There is a kind of a texture. The muscles on her belly are sculpted really nice, and you can see that anatomy when the light shines it from different angles. There are also some details here on this belt part. These are of a soft type of plastic. Here on the belt we have a little hole for her lightsaber hilt. Her legs are standard, but they are an older type of female legs, because here we have those pins, and I kind of have a feeling that these legs are reused from Aura Singh that we got a while back. There are some wrinkles at the lower part of the boots, and she does have these high heels, so I'm hoping that this won't be a problem for her action poses. But speaking of action poses, let's now see what her articulation is like. The head will obviously be hindered because of these two tails that are a part of her head. There is a joint at the top of the neck. It doesn't really do much because you can't really make her look up. She can't even look down, maybe slightly, but for some reason Hasbro decided not to give her a ball peg at the bottom of her neck. Yeah, that's unfortunate, because this is a Jedi, and we want our Jedi figures not just to stand there on the shelf in some kind of a vanilla pose. We want to be able to give our Jedi figures a lot of dynamic poses, action poses. At least that's what I want from my figures, you know. The shoulders do allow us to move up by this much, and it's practically a T-pose. Of course, the hand moves 360. When you want to move it inside like this, because what you want to do is make her to hold her lightsaber in two hands, that's why there should be a butterfly up in here, but there is not. And that's unfortunate as well, so that's a second minus for me in her articulation. At her elbow there is of course a pinless single hinge, and you get better than 90, and of course it swivels. At her hand we get this up and down hinge, and it's the same on both sides. And that's good, because she's a lightsaber wielder, and you want these kinds of up and down hinges on her hands for better and more dynamic and more natural looking stands with the lightsaber. At her torso she does have this swivel, and she does have a far back reach like this, and moving forward not that much, so it is what it is. There is no cut down here in the waist, and her legs do move forward this much and backwards all the way, so nothing is hindering her leg movement here in the back. There is a thigh swivel, the older type of articulation, as we said, with visible pins, give us a double jointed knees. There is a boot swivel here. Her feet go forward. This is really nice, forward and back. It goes far back, so that's great. And ankle pivot. Yeah, we have a great ankle pivot. let's take a look at her one accessory that she comes with, and that is her lightsaber. It's a simple design, a simple hilt. There isn't any paint on it as far as I can see it. It's only a simple silver color, kind of generic looking lightsaber. Of course this blade comes out, so you can have just a hilt, and this is a little peg here that goes into that hole on her belt. Let's give her her lightsaber. I was expecting her hands to be a little softer, but well, okay, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. And let's give her some kind of dynamic pose. Okay, so here we have it. Here's our Aayala Secura in a simple, dynamic action pose. And yeah, so far no problems with her articulation and with her standing without any support. Okay, so now let's jump into some size comparisons. Here we have Aayala Secura with Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi and Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker. Here we have her with Plo Koon and Kit Fisto, Season 7 of Clone Wars Ahsoka, and the SH Figuarts Episode 3 Obi-Wan Kenobi. We can also see how she looks like with some of the Phase 2 clone troopers. Now both of these are AliExpress version, custom or bootleg or however you want to call it, but both of these are practically the same as the Phase 2 clone trooper figures that Hasbro makes. So this is how she looks with those. And just in case, here she is with Bandai's Darth Vader model kit with a custom soft goods, clothes and cape that I made, and Hasbro's Imperial Stormtrooper. And lastly, here she is with some other lines like Marvel Legends movie Deadpool and NECA's Mirage Comics Ninja Turtles Raphael bootleg from AliExpress. So all in all, this is a great looking figure. It's a simple figure, but that's how she looks in the movie and that's how she looks in the series. And I must say that in terms of articulation, I would expect more, especially if we are getting Jedi characters from which we want to get a lot of dynamic poses for our shelves. But it is what it is. I hope that in the near future Hasbro will kind of update these types of female bodies, give them some neck articulation, butterfly joints, and just give us a little bit more options for posing our female action figures in this Black Series line. If you don't have this figure, I recommend that you get her because she is one of the essential Jedis from the prequel era. And if you do have her, tell me down in the comments, what do you think about her? What's your experience? Are you satisfied with her articulation? That's it for this review. This was Aayala Secura from Attack of the Clones from the Black Series, and the posing videos are still coming, so expect a posing video for this figure to be up on the channel tomorrow. Thank you all for watching, thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.